Okay, hi guys. Thank you for coming back. This is Dr. Mogga, Taste of South Sudan. But today we're live on South Sudan Unite. So if you were watching with us the past hour, we made Shaiyah, and then we made tilapia fish stew. So now I'm going to make spinach with peanut butter. Now this portion should really only take about 30 minutes. So in our last video, we had okra with onions boiling on the stove. The okra with onions are already done boiling. So now I'm going to add my greens. And what I have here are spinach greens. And in fact, I also mixed in some, what do you call it? Swiss chard. Swiss chard. In Juba, we call that sillage. So I'm going to add it on. So what you need for spinach with peanut butter, very few ingredients. Okra, onions, water, spinach, peanut butter, salt. Some people will use combo, but for me, spinach are really soft. You know, I use combo too. I use combo for greens that are a little bit, that have more harsh fiber, like the nyete. Or if I cook, if I'm cooking, what do you call it, kale or collard greens, yeah, I'll use combo for those. But the spinach, they basically just wilt on the fire. So while the spinach is cooking and coming down in volume, I'm going to show you how to make an easy South Sudanese peanut butter salad. We call that Salata Dakwa. All right, so I'll come over here and show you the ingredients for my peanut butter salad. So I have over here already prepared some carrots, cucumber, tomatoes. So what we do is that we're going to mix peanut butter with water and some salt and add it, and some olive oil and some lime juice. Voila, you'll be done with the Salata Dakwa. Now, let's come and pay attention to this meal. So it's going down in size, and I don't want to add too much water because usually spinach has a lot of water. I will just add water as necessary. So as it's going down in volume, I'll be adding more. I'll just add a little bit of water because I saw it was. Now, someone asked me how quarantine has been. Honestly, it's been horrible. It's been horrible. We have gone from ups and downs, people having anxiety, emotional outbursts. Today it's a child crying, tomorrow it's an adult. I don't know, it's been tough, but we're sticking through it. We've all gone through our being angry about it, losing our cool, anxious about not working, not having, and we shouldn't even be worried about money, but somehow like, how long will I be out of work? Or how long before business comes back to normal? And kids are home. It's been such a tough time for them to adjust to online learning. And sometimes we, the adults, don't have enough time to help, especially with my little boy who is 6 years old. So my daughters have really been helping a lot. So what I have is my Salata Dakwa. I'll get back to quarantine in a little bit. I need a bowl to mix this peanut butter. Could I have the glass one with the lemons in it? Yeah, we're going to put some scallions. Okay, and then some salt. This is our Salata Dakwa. I think I have a very small pot for it, but I'll see. I'll see.
32 Dang says the salad goes with the dress.
What did you say?
The salad goes with the dress.
Oh, with the dress, yeah. colorful. Oh, here, are you taking a look at this? Yeah, our peanut butter greens. That's what my son calls them. Spinach with peanut butter. So it's cooking, and pretty soon we'll be able to add peanut butter to it. All right, now let's come back to mixing this, mixing the peanut butter here. All right, we have a bowl. We're going to add some of this peanut butter to it. Ah, this is natural peanut butter. So it is nice. I love it. Wow, look at that. Yoo-hoo. Okay, so we will add some water and oh, mommy brought this one? Mm-hmm. Oh, this peanut butter is from Juba. Wow, yeah. Yeah, go away, fly. Okay, all right, we're gonna pretend that didn't happen. You guys did not see that, okay? So we'll squeeze some lime juice, and I'm squeezing it in with the peanut butter, just because when I put it in there, I want it to be already in.
Do you know any other locations where you can get natural peanut butter?
Natural peanut butter. You know, it so happened that some of the grocery stores are having this peanut butter machine, especially when they call themselves an organic grocery store, because I saw one in Whole Foods, and then, what is that add-on? I don't know if H-E-B Central Market have it, but our H-E-B used to have it way before they started with that quarantine stuff. H-E-B is a Texas store, yes. But what happens is, it's kind of hard in the United States because even if they have the machine for you, the peanut butter that they have is not fresh and it just has a different taste. I think the way it's been roasted, because when you get it, the taste is different. Because, you know, they don't roast it on the fire. They put it in an oven or something like that. And then, yeah, it's a little bit, the peanut butter that if I make it in those stores, first, with those little machines, they give you peanut butter that is, how shall I call it? It's not as creamy as this one, which came from Juba. And now, for my folks in Canada, I visited Canada a while back. It might have been 10 years ago. When I was there, that the peanut butter in that, let's pay attention to here, guys. All right, so now we're gonna add peanut butter because this is called spinach with peanut butter. So we're just going to wing it with their eyes. All right. All the peanut butter in here. Still a little too thick, so we'll add more water. So here is our hot water. Okay, if you just joined, we're cooking spinach with peanut butter. And it's really almost done. It's gonna have 10 minutes here to simmer down and for the peanut butter itself to cook. And now I'm gonna test the salt. Really no salt there, so I have to add some salt. And as I said earlier, I did not add any combo because spinach are already soft by themselves. So now, let's finish our salad. So our salad is a little bit too thick, so I'm gonna need a little more water to it because it needs to have some soup. I have enough peanut butter there. I don't need any more peanut butter. All right, this is about it. I should not need any more water. Okay, so yeah, I'll talk more about this quarantine. First, I'm a physician, I'm an anesthesiologist, so my job means that I put patients to sleep when they're having surgery, and I have to look deep inside your mouth to put that breathing tube in. So that means I'm so exposed. And earlier when COVID-19 first started, right, it was kind of a scary time because I was worried that I would get sick, and if I got sick, everyone in my family would get sick too. So I couldn't even talk about it publicly. I was just so stressed out. You know, like one time I was here and I told everybody, I don't know guys, you can't hug me anymore. You cannot hold mommy when she comes from work because we don't know, you know, and there wasn't enough information. And then at that time too, most of our patients were not getting screened. So you really didn't know. You were taking care of patients and you didn't know whether you would contract it. But pretty soon after that, what happened was that in Texas, I don't know about other parts of the United States, but in Texas, most of the elective surgeries got canceled. So that means we didn't have to go to work and we alternated. I was home for about 3 weeks, I think, on and off. And then we also improved on the personal protective equipment for us to wear. So now I will have a mask, an N95, a face shield or goggles, a hat, a gown, when I'm taking care of my patients. All right, so now we're gonna add olive oil. So now in Texas, the elective surgeries have come back, which means we are ramping up. This is olive oil, the last step in our Salata Dakwa. Well, if you don't have olive oil, you can use sesame oil. Yeah, you can use sesame oil. Okay, so our Salata Dakwa is done. Voila. Whoa, beautiful. All right. So when you see the oil start separating, because peanut butter has its own natural oil. So when you see the oil start separating, you know that your peanut butter is getting cooked. And now, actually, we're done. Voila. Oh, yeah, just one more step. Yeah, the salt is مظبوط الملح ده مظبوط. Tomatoes. Now these tomatoes are just to add color because, you know, greens sometimes are homogeneous, and when you're a chef, you want to liven things up. So we're going to add these tomatoes, and we don't need it to be, oh, it's getting like disappearing. We don't need it to be really cooked because you can eat tomatoes as a salad. So we have some tomatoes in there. Now, if you ask me why did I add okra, I added okra because it's gonna make it draw, which is to be thick. Okay, I'm going to serve the spinach with peanut butter onto a bowl, and then we'll set it on the table. All right, so where were we? We were talking about coronavirus, COVID-19. Yeah, my personal experience, I mean, I'm blessed. I know a lot of people have really gone through a hard time. Like some people lost their jobs, people who had programs, their programs got canceled, college students can't graduate. So it's been a tough time, I know that. That's why
cookbook being
my cookbook. Thanks for asking, yay! My cookbook. Most of my recipes are already cooked. I have like 5,000 photographs. I'm looking for a cookbook editor and a layout designer. And the reason I need that, because I really want it to be professional. I want it to be this hardcover 9x12 book, and I want it to live on. I want it to be something I'm proud of. So we are going to put our spinach with peanut butter on a bowl and have it ready to serve. And what would a good chef do? A good chef will wipe the side so that it doesn't look messy, like nobody was here. Okay, all right, so done. Okay, so what other questions? Sandra, what were the other questions? Oh, things I love about South Sudan Unite. Yes, I loved South Sudan Unite because, as the name suggests, they really worked on uniting us as South Sudanese. I believe in Luol Deng's vision and what he has, which is just to promote unity, develop the potential of South Sudanese people. And I like that. Like, I see him as a role model. This is the finale of Taste of South Sudan. Cooking show for Mother's Day. See how to plate the food. Are you ready to eat?
I guess he's ready.
So Asenatta made with sorghum and cassava. It's nice because it's very, how do you call it, soft. And then, so where would I go to next? Some salad. And so in South Sudan, we usually will serve all our food on the same plate, but you know, I could put it on a salad plate, for instance, for the salad. But you know, that's not how I eat. Mostly I put it on the same plate, except for the soup. So I am going to serve some of the Shaiyah. And what do you need with Shaiyah? Extra pieces of lime and pepper. And then I would be putting spinach with peanut butter. Now, today, oh, come Moses, say hi.
Hi.
No, this way. Wish all our mothers a happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. I'm Moses. Thank you.
Moses is my husband. and guys, this is what you may not know about Moses is that he's a photographer and a videographer. Besides all these awesome videos on Taste of South Sudan, so this is the talent.
I already said hi twice, but as you can probably notice that this food was cooked wonderfully, and I have been recording so far. But I hope you really enjoyed this time and this wonderful bonding experience. And I just want to say Happy Mother's Day one more time because it is really important.
Okay, from all of us at Taste of South Sudan, bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Yeah.
I wish